vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is such an important nutrient for our body. Vitamin C is important in a large number of biological processes within our body. Now, vitamin C is water soluble. So what this means is that your body, it gets dissolved very quickly. So we need to make sure we're having it on a daily basis, that it's in our diet regularly. Now, with vitamin C, it's heat sensitive. So when we heat food, we destroy the vitamin C within that food. So when we drink orange juice that's been pasteurized, the vitamin C has been destroyed, or a large amount of it anyway. Pasteurized apple juice, same with that. So we don't want to be relying on things like orange juice and apple juice that we buy in cartons from the shop that's pasteurized to be getting our vitamin C, because we won't be getting large amounts of it. Now, vitamin C is responsible for a number of actions within our body. Vitamin C is used to make collagen. Collagen is a protein that is essential for skin, joints, and bones. So really important to have strong bones, strong skin, and strong joints. And vitamin C is essential for that collagen production. So vitamin C also speeds up wound healing, so allows us to heal in a much quicker rate if we cut ourselves or hurt ourselves. Vitamin C is also good to help form red blood cells, and also to keep white blood cells active. And the white blood cells are really important. They're our immune system, our defense line. So lots of studies have been done to show that vitamin C helps to reduce cold and flu symptoms. So it helps us to get over things much quicker by supporting our immune system. Vitamin C is essential for healthy looking skin. So one of the signs of vitamin C deficiency are little red pimples on the skin. Also, signs of vitamin C deficiency are bleeding gums, sore gums, aches and pains in the body, easy bruising, frequent coughs and colds. These are all signs potentially of vitamin C deficiency. Now, if you're a smoker, you use up 25 milligrams of vitamin C in your body for every cigarette you have. So if you smoke, you should definitely be consuming more vitamin C than not. Now, also, if you're stressed, the hormone that's produced in the body when you're stressed is cortisol. And in order to reduce cortisol in the body, reduce this stress hormone, your body uses up vitamin C. So the more stressed you are, the more vitamin C your body's using up. And if you don't have that vitamin C, then that cortisol stays high. So you stay in a state of fight or flight. And obviously, cortisol and stress has a massive impact on the immune system. So really important, again, if you're stressed, to up your vitamin C levels. Now, Dr. Linus Pauling, who was the father, called the father of vitamin C, he won 2 Nobel Prizes for his science work. He recommended that if you are fighting something like cancer or something like that, you take up to 10 grams of vitamin C a day. Now, the RDA for vitamin C is 60 milligrams. Now, you'd get 60 milligrams from eating an orange. 60 milligrams is a very low amount of vitamin C. And most studies that have come out more recently recommend higher dosing vitamin C. So when I say higher dosing, what does that mean? Ideally, anywhere from 500 milligrams up to 3,000 or 4,000 milligrams a day, depending on what's going on in your life. And don't just start on 3,000 or 4,000 milligrams, gradually work your way up. Because one of the things if we take too much vitamin C is we get loose stools. So vitamin C won't poison your system, other than you'll just get a bit of diarrhea. So it's not too much of a negative thing. But if you start at 500 milligrams and gradually you increase every couple of days, then you can work your way up. And what you'll find is you get to a point where you hit the barrier that your stomach can deal with. And that's when you stop, or you just go back a tiny bit so that you don't have those loose stools. If you're sick and unwell and you've got a cough or a cold or the flu or something like that, higher dosing is going to get over that quicker. If you keep those higher levels of vitamin C in your body on a regular basis, then it's going to help you to prevent you getting sick. And for me, prevention is better than cure. So, we did a song, vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc for immunity. So these are all things that are essential for your immune system. We talked about vitamin D already, but vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc. Now, when you have your vitamin C from plant sources, then what happens is that the bioflavonoids within the plants and the other nutrients help the vitamin C get absorbed better. When you have vitamin C with naturally occurring calcium and magnesium, it goes in at a much deeper level. So your body can utilize it much better. So this is what we want, don't we? We want us to be able to utilize the thing that's coming in. And nature has designed foods so that we can make the most of that. So I created a vitamin C mix from the top forms of vitamin C on this planet. So camu camu, amla, rosehip, acerola, cherry, and lemon peel. These are all great sources of vitamin C, and this is a powder. So it's a powder form of all of those different foods, so that you can just add half a teaspoon, which is approximately equivalent to 500 milligrams. But because it's in a naturally occurring source, it's really easy for the body to absorb. So it works at a higher rate than something that is synthetic. So you can add this to water, give it a little shake and drink it. You can put it into a smoothie. That's what I do. I put it every morning into a smoothie with my Super Green mix, and that's really nice. Now, if you want to have it in a pill form, this is a great one. Credence Vitamin C. Each pill is 500 milligrams, and kids love them. This is made with ascorbic acid. This has magnesium and calcium in it, as well as acerola cherry and citrus bioflavonoids. So it's the ascorbic acid vitamin C, so it's not from the natural source, but it's got the natural things in there to support it so that the body does uptake it nicely. So that's a great way to have it for kids and things like that. We have both, to be honest. I put my vitamin C mix into the smoothies every day, and that's really good because then I know we're getting it from those good plant sources. And then we also, the kids have those and I have those. I only have those if I feel like I'm getting a bit run down. I use my vitamin C mix as the everyday vitamin C. And then if we feel like we're a little bit lower, or a little bit more stressed, then I'll add in the other vitamin C as well to get that higher dose coming in. We can get vitamin C obviously from our food, and as I mentioned before, then when we heat food, it destroys the vitamin C content in that food. So the more raw food we can eat, the better. Now, as it becomes colder, we want more hot food, so this can be trickier, but making sure you're getting that raw food coming in is really, really key. Apples are a great source of vitamin C, but not when they've been pasteurized, as I said. Oranges, really interesting study that was done. Oranges 50 years ago had 10 times more vitamin C than they do currently. Why is this? Well, probably because of the soil nutrients, also probably because they're picked too soon, so they ripen as they travel. And as something naturally matures in the sun, the nutrients ripen with them. So picking an apple, freshly picked, and eating it, amazing source of loads of nutrients because it's freshly picked. In this country, in the UK, if you're watching it from here, or in lots of countries, rose hips are a brilliant source of vitamin C. Now, obviously, you don't want to heat them too high because you don't want to destroy that vitamin C within the rose hips, but you can heat them a little bit. One of the things I like to make are fruit leathers with haw-berries, blackberries, apples, rose hips, and you heat them at a very, very low level, and then you dehydrate them at 103 degrees. You can do it up to 104 because this doesn't denature things. It's 42 degrees or 104, and this allows the nutrients to stay intact. So this is another way that you can preserve the vitamin C from foods around you through the winter. So other foods that are a great source of vitamin C: cabbage, tomatoes, potatoes, blackberries, black currants, red currants, apples, as I said. These are all good sources of vitamin C that you can get into your diet on a regular basis. Peppers, things like that. And eating them not heated is the optimum. So making a fresh juice, lovely way to get good forms of vitamin C in. But I always think it is good, as I said, to just top up and add in that little bit more. I'm going to do a special promotion for you guys on my vitamin C mix. And if you type in the code rosehip, then instead of £25, it will be £20 just for this week. So rosehip on my website, and you'll get that for £20 instead of £25. So I hope this has been informative and helpful for you. The website is www.juliettebryant.com.